Shri Hari Ram Sankirti ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Nandagram ki, Shri Nandagaon ki, Nanda Baba Baitak ki, Shri Yashoda Kund ki, Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Mama Jnana Timirandasya, Jnananjana Shalakaya, Chakshushinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Shri Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale, Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam, Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam, Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha, Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam, Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So we are here today at a very very important place in our Braj Mandal Parikrama or our Vrindavan Yatra. This place is called Nandagram. Nandagram is one of the very prominent place in Krishna's pastimes because Lord Krishna spent maximum time here in Nandagram. He stayed maximum time here from the age of 5 to 6 till 11 before he went to Mathura and then from there into Dwaraka. Before that, Krishna spent time here in this place, right in this place, beautiful place. So, Nanda Baba, हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन वहाँ वट वृक्ष के नीचे वहां पर हो रहा है सामने. हाथ उठा सकते कोई? देखो वहां जो भक्त लोग दिख रहे हैं, वहां जो भक्त समाज दिख रहा है, वहां हिंदी सब ट्रांसलेशन चल रहा है. So this place, there are so many pastimes, so I'll be speaking very whatever time permits. So there was a very very, very great king named Devamida, and he had two wives, one Kshatriya wife and one Vaishya wife. From Kshatriya wife, he had a son named Surasen, whose son was Vasudev. And from Vaishya wife, he had a son named Parajanya Maharaj. And Parajanya Maharaj had five sons and two daughters. And the name of the five sons were, the eldest was Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, and Nanda. They were the five brothers residing here. Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, and Nandan. And Nandan. So they were all residing. Of course, there is past time they were going to different places, but this place, our Dinabandhu Baba says that because there were so many Nanda living here, it became Nandagram. So 4 or 5 Nanda living here, so it became Nandagram. And very close to by this place is another village called Mirinagaon. And in this Mirinagaon, there was a very nice Gopa, whose name was Sugopa. His daughter's name was Yashoda. And Yashoda got married to Nanda. And she started living in Nanda Maharaj. In the scriptures it is mentioned that though the eldest brother generally becomes the king or the heir of the family or the business. But one day, Upananda had an assembly of all the elder citizens, and then he just kept on glorifying the qualities of Nanda Maharaj. And he kept on glorifying, it is mentioned that as if thousands and thousands of mouths are glorifying together Nanda Maharaj's qualities. And unanimously everyone decided that Nanda Maharaj becomes the king of Braj. He becomes the king of Braj. And that is very rare to see this, Generally in the material world, we see that the eldest brother wants to become the king and he secures his position, and the younger one wants to knock him down and they want to become the king. But this is Braj. The story here is different. So they all decided that Nanda Baba becomes the king. And Nanda Baba becomes the king. So the place where we just now took Prashadam, it is said Nandagaon itself, this Nandagaon itself is 6 kilometers. And to do a full parikrama of Nandagaon itself requires at least 1 or 2 days properly. 2 days at least, 2 to 3 days properly. Because there used to be 56 kundas, 56 ponds here. Every single pond representing different Leela Sthalis of Krishna. Just like all of you saw just behind this temple at Nand Baitak. Nand Bhavan. Nand Baitak was the Nanda Kund there, right behind the temple. Right here, this is Yashoda Kund. If you see here, this is Yashoda Kund here, just behind this temple. That temple, Nanda Baitak, it is a place famous. Many of Srimad Bhagavatam stories of Krishna, many of them before leaving for Mathura, Krishna before leaving from Mathura, many of the pastimes from the age of 5 till 11 happened from this place. We are sitting right on the foothills of Nandagram, Nandabhavan. So the forest is far spread around. Krishna's butter stealing pastimes took place in Gokul, and secretly going out and in the night meeting the gopis pastime took place from here. From here he would go. So the place where we were sitting right now and we took breakfast is Nandagram. That's the place one day Nanda Baba, it is said in whole Chaurasi course, in whole Brajmandal, there are many different baitaks of Nanda Baba in different places. Even Gokul he had a baitak. But this is one of the very prominent baitaks of Nanda Baba. This is a famous place where once Krishna was sitting, Nanda Baba was sitting with all his brothers and all the senior members, and he was preparing for Indra Yagya. And this is that where we took Prashadam is the exact place where Krishna came and told Nanda Baba, Baba, what is this preparation going on? Are we going somewhere out? Are we going on a pilgrimage? What is this whole arrangement going upon? And Nanda Baba did not give any attention because he knew Krishna, once he talks, he doesn't stop. And if you talk to him, then you end up, the whole day goes on. So Nanda Baba did not give any attention to Krishna. And he just kept on planning and directing everyone to proceed with the preparation for Indra Yagya, to please Indra. And then in the same place, Krishna told, Baba, what is this all preparation for? Where are we heading towards? Is there some festival coming? Are we going on a pilgrimage? What is this all about, Baba? So Nanda Baba again did not give any attention because he wanted to save his time. So then for the third time, you read this in Krishna book. Krishna tells, Baba, a gentleman, a king, or a person who is heading the family and the society has to treat everyone equally. Even if someone is a child, if he has some inquiry, he has to be addressed with respect as a stakeholder of the family. As a stakeholder of the family. And then Nanda Baba, when he heard Krishna's these dialogues, Nanda Baba explained Krishna about the whole Indra Yagya. And then we know the famous pastime, which we will hear when we go to Govardhan, about the Govardhan Leela. How Krishna convinces Nanda Baba. So, in our scriptures about this place, see, we are living in Vrindavan, right? Right now we are living in Vrindavan. But in many scriptures, even in Srimad Bhagavatam, Garga Samhita, Skanda Puran, and Brihad Gautamya Tantra, all these scriptures it is mentioned that Vrindavan is actually 5 yojanas, 40 miles around. And it is said Vrindavan includes from Seva Kunj, where we say in the local temple there is a place called Seva Kunj where Krishna has his Rasa Leela in the night. So Seva Kunj, this Nandagram includes in Vrindavan, and Radha Kund includes Govardhan, Barsana and Javat. All these places are actually a part of Vrindavan. All what we have come 1 hour now, it's all part of Vrindavan. So Nandagaon, we are also, you saw the temple from down, could you see the temple? So it is said Nandagaon or Nand Bhavan is situated on Nandeshwar Parvat, a mountain named Nandeshwar Parvat. Now, what is this Nandeshwar? If you go on the temple, when we go up, you will see Nandeshwar, Lord Shiva, Shivaling there. It is said there is some 5,000 years. So, Nandeshwar Parvat, it is situated, Nand Bhavan is situated on Nandeshwar Parvat. What is this Nandeshwar Parvat? Our scriptures mention that when Lord Krishna was going to appear here, Lord Shiva, he performed penance and tapasya and worshipped the deity of Lord Krishna. And then he pleased Lord Krishna, and then Krishna appeared to Lord Shiva and he asked, what is it that you are worshipping me? You are already, Lord Shiva is Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. What is that you want that you are actually worshipping me like this? So Lord Shiva, with tears in his eyes, Lord Shiva begged Lord Krishna that, my Lord, I know very soon you are going to appear in Brajabhumi, and I actually want to see your childhood pastimes in Vrindavan. So then Lord Krishna, he orders, okay, you appear as a mountain at Nandeshwar in Braj Vrindavan, and on Nandeshwar I will reside there and I will perform my pastimes there, and you can witness all my pastimes in Nanda Bhavan. So like that, this Parvat is there. So Krishna, from the he was born in Gokul. Till the age of 3, Lord Krishna lived in Gokul. And then because Putra, Trinavata, all these demons were there, so Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, all the Brajvasis, they become disturbed. And they came to a place called Chattikara. In Chattikara, we just got stuck in the traffic of Chattikara, but there is no uh, no house which is visible right now in the anywhere mentioned or visible there. But Lord Krishna lived there 2 years in Nanda Baba. Madheshwar. Then later on they went to Kamyavan, Khelanvan, and when Krishna was 5 and 6 years, they shifted to Nandagaon. Some scriptures say they stayed here, and because Nanda and Yashoda did not have any kids, so they were not so happy, they went to Gokul. So different acharyas are having different mention about this. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appeared here. He came here. When he came to Brajbhumi, it is mentioned in the Chaitanya-Caritāmṛta that when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he took first bath in Pavan Sarovar, and after taking bath in Pavan Sarovar, we will chant those verses later on. He went running into Nandeshwar Parvat, and then that time 500 years ago, there was not much, this place was not so well established. at that time, 500 years ago. And there was a small, very small cave, very small cave. In that cave, there was a beautiful deity of Yashoda Mai, Nanda Baba, and Krishna Balaram. Yashoda Mai, Nanda Baba, and Krishna Balaram. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took darshan and he did kirtan there in front of the deities. If you go up also now, there are actually, I just took darshan up in the morning. I came little early and I went up and took darshan. So while you go here from here, there are very important places. We won't be able to cover all the places. If you want to do that, then you have to do Braj Mandal Parikrama, which is 1 month. Full 1 month, you can cover every single temple here. So on the top of the hill, there are very beautiful deities. There's the only kind of deities here in whole Braj. Big, tall, 6 feet Nanda Baba. In middle, Krishna Balaram, black deities. Next to them, Krishna Balaram is on the left side, Yashoda Maya. And also on the right side, extreme right to Nanda Baba, there will be a deity, when you go up for darshan, there will be deity of Madhumangal and Sridama. And on the left side, there will be Srimati Radharani and Rohini Devi. That is the darshan of this place actually. It's called the Mukhya Mandir of Nandagram. We'll go there. We made announcement not to go in. Okay. To save time, I'm making announcement now only. To save time, all of us when we go up for darshan, nobody should go inside the temple and sit. If you go and sit, then we will not be able to go to the next place. So stand, because the deities are so big, standing outside, you all can easily have beautiful darshan of Nanda Baba with the Yashoda, Krishna, Balaram. And our Baba says it's a beautiful deities. And if you see, it's very difficult to make out who is Krishna and who is Balaram. Because both of them look very, very, yeah, both of them look very similar, very, very similar. And if you see very closely, they are even also dressed same. They are dressed also very same. They are dressed also very same. And our Baba gives explanation, very beautiful explanation. He says why they are having exactly same dress, their same pose, same clothes, same dhoti, same turban, flute also same, exactly same. It is said Yashoda Maya used to have a very difficult time dressing them up. Because whenever Krishna and Balram would be dressed up in the morning, so suddenly Krishna would see Balaram's dhoti and he will say, Dauji has a better dhoti than me. I want this dhoti. And then Balaram will say, why did you give Krishna the better turban than me? It is partiality with me. I want a better turban. So then they have to keep changing their clothes. So then they decided, Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda, Rohini, they together decided that it's better same pairs of dress and same dress every day. So it will be very safe. When they were quite young. So our Baba explains, that's why if you go there, both are holding flute, both are wearing same dress, you'll get who's Krishna, who's Balram. But if you very carefully see, today when Baba showed me, Balram is little chubby than Krishna. And that's a beautiful darshan up there. And little ahead on the right side, there is, we will be going to that one temple, I guess, that is called Lord Narsimhadev temple. There is Narsimhadev, Varahadev, and Narayan, Lord Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan. Very, very beautiful temple. It is said because lot of demons were attacking Braj and Krishna was in constant danger. Gargamuni, he suggested Nanda Baba to worship Lord Narsimhadev. In the whole world, you won't see a beautiful smiling deity of Narsimhadev except Nandagram. These deities are smiling. Today, first time I took darshan actually. In my 25 years of visit, first time I took darshan. So these three deities, they are actually worshipped directly by Nanda Baba. They are still there. Very, very beautiful. While we go up on the right side, it is there. You know, very beautiful. Narsinghdeva smiling, and on the left side is Varahadev, and in the front there is Narayan Shila, big Shila, Lakshmi Narayan Shila. Nanda Baba, 5,000 years back, he worshipped those deities. They are still available here in Braj. And little ahead, that place also we will not visit today because of the time constraint. I think last year some of us visited. It is called Dhadi Mantan. Dhadi Mantan means the place we hear in Krishna book. All of us hear in Krishna book the Damodar Leela. We hear the Damodar Leela. So we hear what? Mother Yashoda was churning the butter. Churning the butter, and she was singing the pastimes of Krishna. And Krishna comes and pulls Mother Yashoda, and he says that he wants to drink her milk. And then Mother Yashoda feeds her milk. So the place where Mother Yashoda used to make that butter, where she used to make that butter, it's so very, very 5 feet wide and 6 feet deep. The Manthan pot, no? The Manthan pot is replica is still there. It is just little ahead from here. It's a very small place. We won't be able to go there. But that place is also here. So once after the Govardhan Leela, there was a meeting, and this time this meeting was headed by Upananda, not by Nanda Maharaj. And this meeting also happened exactly the place where we are, which is stick to Vishad, Nand Baitak. Upananda called for the meeting and he chaired the meeting for the first time. And the meeting was with a great concern. And what was this concern? The concern was after Govardhan Leela, everyone felt that Krishna is not a normal child. There is something special about this boy who is living amongst us. And we need to really sit and discuss and set standards about our dealing with Krishna. So they all sit together and they start glorifying, and almost Krishna book is narrated there till Govardhan Lila again. Look at the way he killed. From in his few days of his birth, Putna was killed. Then Trinavat was killed. And look at this lifting Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights, protecting all of us from such heavy thunder rains. So this boy is special. Maybe he is a demigod, he has appeared amongst us. No. Maybe he must be Narayan himself who has appeared here amongst us. Maybe he is the Supreme Lord Narayan's energy. He is Chakra. He is an expansion of some demigod. He is a very special blessings. In this way, all the Brajvasis headed by Upananda start arguing. And their conclusion was, we should stop bullying Krishna. We should stop chastising Krishna. Stop calling him thief, liar and cheater. Henceforward, nobody in Vrindavan is in Nandagram will tell Krishna, you are a liar. Krishna, you are a thief. Krishna, we don't trust you. All this has to be completely stopped. Because we cannot offend this special child. All this happened at the place where we took breakfast. With great anxiety, all of them were sitting there. And this time, as I said, Nanda Baba was not leading it. And Nanda Baba was sitting there and listening to the whole thing. And Nanda Baba is smiling. Everyone is very seriously talking about Krishna's position. And Nanda Baba is smiling. And Nanda Baba says, Arey, this fellow is nobody. This fellow is nobody. And if you think that he is a very special child, Arey Baba, in the night when he sleeps, what? He is a Supreme Narayan? He cannot control his hunger. If he gets hungry, he cannot control his hunger. He makes a hell out of us when he's hungry. And if we don't even feel, he'll go around and steal everywhere. And he is Narayan. He is your Narayan. Huh? And this fellow, he said, just you come and see in the night. In the night, when it rains, sometime in the rainy season, once me and Devi were sleeping together, and suddenly there was a big rain. This thunderstorm came, and we got up, and our bed was shivering. So we thought, where is Krishna? So then we saw Krishna with his head down, hands on his head, below the bed. He was shivering, and we had to bring this Narayan out of that and put him between, give him some water, and make him say, "Hey, he's your Narayan." Ha! He's nobody. He's just, he's just an overly talkative boy. Huh? And Nanda Baba doesn't accept Krishna as a special child, and he just takes him. He is just my Kanhaiya, my Lala, and takes him on his laps and just goes away from there. Now, this place where we are sitting is in Nanda Bhavan. This is one of the places where Lord Krishna actually used to play a lot around this Yashoda Kund. If you see a deity here inside, Yashoda Maya is there and Krishna and Balaram. So this kund is Yashoda Maya's personal bathing kund. This is the place Yashoda Maya used to take bath and bring Krishna and Balaram also and give them bath. Sometimes Mother Yashoda used to give bath to Krishna and Balaram will jump into the water before putting mud, cow dung and mud. And by the time she will bring Balaram out, Krishna out, Balaram will jump inside. And by the time she will bring Balaram out, Krishna will again jump inside. Like that, lot of beautiful pastime Krishna took around here. And he used to, you see this real Braj is just behind you. This forest, see, these are the real Braj. These trees, beautiful plants. This is how it used to be, full place. So, one day, if you see here, yesterday in Kamya 1, did you hear the pastime of Setu Bandhan? Did you hear that? Huh? Lord Krishna in Kamya 1, he performed the pastime of crossing the ocean to go to rescue Sita. It is said even in Nandagram, once Krishna, Balaram, Madhumangal, Sridhama, they all performed Ramayana pastime. And this place, this time, Krishna did not become Ram. Here once he becomes Hanuman. He becomes Hanuman and has a long tail and makes his face like this and jumps around here. It is said this deity over here is from 5,000 years, a replica of that pastime. Lord Krishna here is Hanuman deity here. If you see, the local Brajvasis, they told me that this is 5,000 years old deity, which is here. Immediately after Krishna left, this deity is being worshipped. So Krishna performed these beautiful pastimes here. Sometimes Mother Yashoda, because Krishna used to play around here, he would come down from the hill and this forest they would be playing around. So sometime when Nanda Baba used to come from this Nanda Baitak and go up for Nanda Bhavan to take his lunch, so Krishna and Balram would be busy playing and they would not come on time. So one day, Mother Rohini, she came out and she came down to call Krishna and Balram to have lunch. So Krishna, Balram, Mother Rohini said, Krishna, Balaram, please come, Nanda Baba is waiting to have lunch with you all. And immediately Krishna and Balram give up their play with the boys and they start walking towards Nanda Baba. And immediately a coward boy said, Krishna, Balaram, if you leave like this in middle, from tomorrow onwards, nobody will play with you. And all the coward boys say together, yes, nobody will play with you. And then Krishna and Balaram are stuck standing there, looking at Mother Yashoda and looking at the coward boys. Looking at Mother Yashoda and looking at coward boys. And then finally they go very late. So Mother Yashoda gets fed up. Next day, again after a few days, again the same situation came up. Nanda Baba was waiting to have lunch. And Rohini said, I am not going to go. These cowherd boys will threaten our boys. and these fellows will not come out of the fear. So I'm not going to go and call them. So Mother Yashoda comes and she said, Kanaiya, Lala, thou, please come home. Nand Baba is waiting. He wants to have lunch with you. And Krishna Balram, as usual, they know that if they go giving up the plane between, these boys will threaten them. So they are not giving attention. So Mother Yashoda shouted loudly, Krishna, please come forth. This is the time. How Bilu comes out. What is how Bilu? Krishna asks, what is how Bilu? So Mother Yashoda already threatened Krishna many times in the house. That how Bilu, sometimes small children, we say, in Telugu we say pichoda tadu. Right now? We tell small children, a mad fellow will come. If you go outside the house, he will carry you and just run away. So like that Mother Yashoda used to say, how Bilu will come. So Krishna used to very innocently look at Mother Yashoda. Maya, I am wandering around the Braj and I have seen so many animals here. But I have never seen a species called Haubilu. What is this Haubilu? And Mother Yashoda said, Haubilu, dangerous. He's having very, very big teeth, very dangerous nails, and very reddish eyes. And he always is on a watch of naughty boys. And he keeps his eyes on those naughty boys. And suddenly when those boys are seen alone, without any chance, they will eat him. Krishna immediately got scared. And then he had some knowledge how Bilu is there. So Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, Kanaiya, Lala, please come home. How Bilu will come and catch you. And then Krishna heard about how Bilu. He gave it attention, but then the boys looked at him angrily. Then Krishna started playing. Then Mother Yashoda came a little closer, little more closer. And she looked at Krishna very seriously. Very, very seriously she was looking at Krishna. And then she looked at Balram. And then she looked at as if something is behind them. And then Mother Yashoda very seriously saw something behind like this. Kanaiya, how will you run? And Mother Yashoda ran first. She first ran to save her life. Thar, 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 thar. She went up on the mountain. Immediately, Krishna, Balram, all the cowherd boys ran ether and thither in all different directions. Krishna, Balram, they crossed Mother Yashoda and Krishna and Balram. They went inside the house before Yashoda Maya. And then Yashoda Maya closed the door. Just by one finger we got saved by how below. And then by that time, Rohini mother had actually kept the prasadam plate ready, and they both sat and had lunch with Nandagram. Shri Krishna Balaram ki. So how Bilu replica? It is said, some say Vajranath installed, some say the local Brajvasis installed it after Krishna left. Many of the special deities were installed actually by Vajranath. Then the various Vaishnavas have installed various deities in Braj, and also some of the Brajvasis have installed various deities as replica of Krishna's past, have the replica of those different deities and different leelas to remember Krishna and worship Krishna. So right behind this Yashoda Kund and Krishna Balram temple on the right side, there's a temple under construction. That's the place you can have darshan as Haubilu. Haubilu is still there. Small stone Haubilu is there. You can, after when we leave from here, you can have darshan quickly and then we can go. It is said that last year actually we have gone there. Krishna, when he used to take the cows and go for herding, this is actually the place exactly Krishna started taking the cows for herding into the forest of Vrindavan, and then he would come out late evening, and again in the night he would go to meet the gopis. So Krishna and Balram, they took the calf. First the cowherd boys, they start taking the calves out for herding. And then after they are 5 to 6, Kumar, they actually start taking the cows. So it was, they were actually, Krishna and Balram were 5.5, 6 years. And there was Gopashtami. Gopashtami is the festival Krishna and Balram start taking the cows for herding. They start taking the cows for herding. So Krishna and Balram were ready to take the cows for herding. Now this is called Nanda Baba Goshala. You saw while coming on this, right? This door here, you see the metal door. Behind is the Goshala. These are some Goshalas which are still there. It is said there used to be 9 lakh cows. It is said Mother Yashoda especially had a lot of anxiety, and she used to feel very, what we call, shameful, not be the right word, huh? Embarrassed. Yes, she used to feel very embarrassed because Nand Bhavan was up on this hill, and around the Nand Bhavan down used to be the Goshala of Nand Baba with 9 lakh cows. With 9 lakh cows. And the same cows were there in Gokul also. The embarrassment was the son of the owner of 9 lakh cows used to be very often caught stealing butter. That used to be the anxiety. The son whose father and mother owned 9 lakh cows was very often caught stealing butter. This was anxiety of Mother Yashoda. So when Krishna and Balram, it is said right here in this place, up in the hill, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, they actually guide Krishna and Balram and the elderly Gopas to train them up how to go ahead and take the cows for herding. So Nanda Baba, Mother Yashoda, he gives Mother Yashoda 2 beautiful sandals for Krishna. And he says that from tomorrow, you will take the cows and these sandals are for you. When you take the cows in the bridge, in the forest of Vrindavan, there will be a lot of sharp stones and there will be thorns which can actually injure you. So you wear these sandals tomorrow morning. It was little late evening. Krishna looks at the sandal and looks down at the Goshala. Looks at the sandal, looks down at the Goshala. Again looks at the sandal and now looks at Mother Yashoda. And then looks at the sandal and looks at the Goshala down. And he says, Maiya, I am the servant of my cows, right? I am supposed to serve them, right? I am supposed to take care of them, right? He said, yes, Lala, the cows are our mother. They give us milk. And because of that milk, we are actually flourishing. Yeah, flourishing. So we are actually servants of the cows. Maya, then how is it that the servant will wear sandals and our master, the cows, will not wear anything? How is it? Is it fair, Maya? Does it look good, Maya? Will it look good, Maya, if I wear sandals and my cows don't? Mother Yashoda started scratching her head. Why? Because now Krishna is putting them into a situation where they have to consider having sandals for 9 lakh cows, each having 4 legs. So Mother Yashoda says, Lala, it's okay, even if you don't wear chappal. That is why this Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham is very special, because Lord Krishna walked on the Braj without putting footwear. That's why it is called Braj Ka Raj. The dust of this Braj, just by putting it on a head or rolling on it, one gets Krishna prayer. It is said that night, the night before Gopashtami, that night, all the cows, when they heard from tomorrow Krishna is going to take out, but for us, Krishna has decided to be barefoot. The whole night, the cows of Nand Bhavan, they went all over the Braj. Wherever Krishna would be walking, they smashed all the stones there and they made it into soft dust. I think yesterday Baba told me. If you see some places, the the dust of the Vraj is like soft like cotton. Soft like cotton. This was the service of the cows when they heard the conversation between Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba and Krishna. They went actually. This is also the place where Krishna used to go out, as I mentioned. He used to go and meet the gopis. Now, very, very special pastime which happened here. All the five rasas together. All the five rasas together. Under the Govardhan, there were cows, there were the servants of Nanda Bhavan, there were the gopis, Nanda Baba, Mother Yashoda, elderly gopis and gopas, and all Krishna's friends. All of them together for 7 nights and 7 days. They relished Krishna's association. So that is why this Govardhan Leela is very, very special. But the elderly gopis saw Srimati Radharani continuously looking at Krishna, and Krishna continuously looking at Srimati Radharani in the Govardhan Leela. And they started talking among themselves. Well, this doesn't look good. We have to do something about it, Well, though nobody noticed, but I think everyone noticed also. So all these devotees of Nandagaon and Barshana, they were discussing amongst themselves. So finally, Kirtida, the mother of Srimati Radharani, she indirectly tells Mother Yashoda that we are considering to get Radhika married very soon. Generally, in the villages, it is a culture that in a house where there are sons and a mother of a young daughter comes and talks too much in that house, then there is something. आँख नजर है हमारे किसी लड़के पे, It is like that. So Mother Yashoda, she got a hint that, and everyone knew about Krishna and Srimati Radharani's fights all over the Braj. They would be fighting all over the Braj. They would be fighting actually. Mother Srimati Radharani and Krishna, famous pastimes. So one fine day, they said, though Nanda Baba was the king of Braj, but from the Vaishya point of view, from the business of cow and butter and milk, Vrishabhanu was very, very rich. So King Vrishabhanu, after discussion with Kirtida, he sends a lot of gifts. There was no discussion about marriage, but he sends a lot of gifts to Nanda Bhavan. And in that gift, there was a lot of jewelries and a lot of pearls were there. Moti, a lot of pearls, big pearls, shining, moon-like shining. And a lot of sweets, different kind of, farsan, sweets, and a lot of servants they brought and gave it to Nanda Baba. So it is understood in the village culture that suddenly, if a gift comes from the house where there are young daughters to the house where young sons are there, that means there has to be the next will be discussion about the alliance. That is the next procedure. So Yashoda was very happy, and even Nanda Baba was very happy. But Nanda Baba, it is the custom that you have to give something in return. And seeing these pearls and diamonds and gifts of Vrishabhanu, Nanda Baba thought, I don't have such equivalent gifts to be given. Okay, Nanda Baba was little bit anxiety. What should I send back as a return gift for a confirmation of this marriage? So Krishna heard all these things. And Nanda Baba takes those pearls and puts it inside his, treasury chambers. He keeps it. So Krishna thinks something. He plans something. As soon as Nand Baba locks it that night, he goes into that treasury chamber and takes all those pearls. This is famous pastime of Krishna. Krishna did in Little Krishna cartoon. We see Krishna has performed this what we call moti ki kheti, farming of pearls. Krishna has done this actually several times, not only once. You know? He has done this several times. So Krishna takes those pearls and he goes. There's a place called in Nandagram. It's called Moti Kund. Next to that Moti Kund, that Kund is a symbol of this Leela. So next to that Kund, Krishna actually what we call सिंचाई नो जमीन की सिंचाई को क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में plowing the earth plowing the earth to put the seeds. So he plows that place of earth very nicely, and all the pearls which had come from Barsana, he puts all those pearls in the earth. He puts those pearls in the earth, and then every day from his own Goshala, he steals few buckets of milk. Instead of water, he pours milk into that field, Moti field, Moti's field. And then he does that for a few days. And suddenly Nanda Baba, for some reason, he actually enters his pearl, his treasury chamber, and he sees that pearls are missing. Nanda Baba is shocked. He said, "Arey, where are these pearls?" And he becomes very stressful and upset. But before concluding anything, he wanted to make sure he should check with Krishna first. So he calls Kanhaiya, Lala, come here, Lala. Do you remember Vishwabhanu Baba had, I know he sent some pearls, Baba, I know. Lala, where are those pearls? Baba, Mother Yashoda also by the time she comes there. Baba, we are actually doing farming of pearls. Nanda Baba holds his heart, I don't know what he did. Says, Baba, don't worry, Baba. I have actually put them in the earth, and every day I am giving the best quality milk to those pearls, and very soon I want to increase your treasury. So then Nanda Baba, with great anxiety, he goes there and he sees there were some trees, some plants had come up, but there was no sign of pearls. Nanda Baba had lost hopes because he thought, who's going to leave the pearls in the earth? Someone must have taken it. So Nanda Baba, with losing all hopes, but he hears Krishna. He says, Baba, 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 you just see, Baba. Baba, in few days we will have full field of pearls. And exactly after few days, when Nanda Baba came down there, he saw the whole field full of plants, and the plants were having the pearl fruits, and the plants were fully bent because of this big pearls, moon-like pearls. In the day, these pearls were shining like a moon, and they were shining, and Nanda Baba saw that, and he was surprised to see that. And this news spread all over the Braj, that Krishna ne moti ki kheti kar di hai. The news spread all over the Braj. Now, Radharani, Lalita and Vishaka, they become envious when they heard about Krishna doing something extraordinary. So Radharani with little pride, as if she's not interested to see. Everyone was going to see Krishna's moti ki kheti, but Radharani, so he's a cheater and he knows to cheat everyone. I don't trust this cheater. I don't believe it is pearls anyways. With that ego, she comes and she sees, my goodness, these are real pearls and shining like anything. And these are far bigger than my father has, So she secretly goes to close to Krishna, as if she doesn't know Krishna is nearby, and she makes sure other gopis are not hearing, and she tells Krishna very softly, Krishna, can you give this pearls to me so that I can also do some farming of pearls? Krishna says, some pearls actually to grow, and Radharani also does her farming. The most excellent of all the rasas is propagated in Vraja by Krishna in the form of divine parakya bhav. So, for the purpose of parakya rasa, Gargamuni and Purnamasi, they go and preach to Nanda Baba, Mother Yashoda, and also to Vrishabhanu and Kirtida, and they give some reason, and they convince them that marriage of Krishna and Radha is not possible. Marriage of Krishna and Radharani is not possible. And it is said, it's a very high philosophy, but just looks like, Dinabandhu Prabhu used to explain. He said, I will speak something on this context at Javat, but just to explain the different rasas in Vrindavan and their magnanimity, the visit of Uddhava also happens in Nanda Bhavan. So when Krishna leaves Vrindavan and he goes to Mathura, and after that he goes to Dwarka, he was actually always feeling separation from the Brajvasis. The Brajvasis love Krishna so much. All the Brajvasis, for all the Brajvasis, those who have their wife, their children, their husbands, their own cows, their own territory, their business, everything they had, but they only love Krishna than anyone else. All the Brajvasis. And this was the love of Brajbhumi. So Krishna used to always remember the Brajvasis. Now, this is one of my favorite pastimes actually in Nandagram. Uddhava, he actually comes to Krishna, actually sends the message which Uddhava, it's called message of love. You know that? Message of love. Now, Krishna has many devotees all over the world, but the devotees of Brajabhumi, Vrindavan are very special. That is something which was proved in this Leela. Uddhava is also a great devotee, Brahaspati Shishya, and a great devotee of Krishna, a pure devotee of Krishna. So Krishna but wanted to give an experience of Prema Bhakti, Braja Prem, to Uddhava also. So he sends him with a message of love. So Uddhava comes here, and he comes on Krishna's chariot. When Uddhava enters Vrindavan, everyone was mesmerized because they thought Krishna has come, because it was Krishna's chariot. Uddhava came here and parked his chariot. Whole Brajabhumi was here. They were all hoping that Krishna has come, but then they saw Uddhava coming. And Uddhava goes up to Nanda Bhavan to meet. Uddhava goes to meet Nanda Baba and Mother. This is last, then we'll do. Uddhava goes to meet Nanda Baba. And while Mother Yashoda comes, she sees Uddhava. They both greet Uddhava. They serve him prasadam. And then they sit and talk to Uddhava. With great anxiety, Mother Yashoda, she is sitting in front of Uddhava. And Nanda Baba is sitting next to left side of Uddhava. And Mother Yashoda, and they both are looking at Uddhava with great, pain in the heart, with so much love. And they go on asking about Krishna's welfare. There are a list of questions, so many questions they asked. How is Krishna? Is someone taking care of him? Is someone is making sure he eats on time? Is there someone who is sleeping with him in the night? Because when there is heavy rains and if there is thunder, Krishna gets very scared. Is there someone who's sleeping with him? Is someone giving him medicines on time? Is someone taking care of his clothes? Who is making sure he sleeps on time? There was unlimited questions of Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda about Krishna's welfare. And Uddhava is sitting there, and Uddhava feels very pity from his heart. He feels very, very pity about Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda. He thinks that, look at this village women and men and all these villages. They don't know who Krishna is. This boy Krishna, whom they think is their child, is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the Adi Narayana. He is the Paramatma within everyone's heart. He is the creator, maintainer, and annihilator of the three worlds. By his breathing, thousands and thousands of universes are coming out of his pores of his body. And he is that Paramatma who is residing in everyone's heart. And Uddhava goes on narrating Krishna's supremacy. Who is this Dwarkadish? Who this Krishna is? And Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda were stunned, shocked that how can Uddhava speak like this? And Nanda Baba tells very beautiful statement. He says, Uddhava, we were so relieved that Krishna is in your custody in Dwarka. We were very relieved with that. But today, our pains have magnified into 10 times. Because we have understood your ignorance today. We thought, Uddhava, you have grown up big. But today you proved us that Uddhava, you have grown in size, not in intelligence. You have grown in size, but not in. And then Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, they went on speaking every pastime of Krishna, which he performed in Vrindavan, stealing butter, stealing the clothes of the gopis coming into the house and complaining, stealing the butter, eating so much. After eating, once his stomach is full, if he cannot eat further, he would distribute butter to the monkeys, to the cowherd boys. Even after the monkey's stomach is full, then he would throw that butter and break the pots and tell that this butter is useless, even the monkeys don't like it. This is Krishna, your Supreme Personality who is residing in everyone's heart. And they went on telling these pastimes to Uddhava. And while telling this, Uddhava noticed one thing. Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda were continuously crying, remembering Krishna's pastimes. They had tears flowing from their eyes. He noticed one more thing, very important thing. He said that Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba are so much in love with Krishna. Actually, they don't love Krishna. Actually, they are mad about Krishna. They don't only love Krishna, they are actually mad about Krishna. And he saw one more thing. Then Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba had almost lost their eyesights. Why? Remembering Krishna day and night, they were crying in this place. And because of continuously crying day and night, they had almost lost their eyesights. They've almost lost their eyesights. That was a shock to Uddhava to see what kind of love these Brajavasis have. And then later on, when he goes and sees the gopis, I cannot tell the whole pastime, but in short, the whole Krishna book pastimes he would see right in front of his eyes. At least those who were in Vrindavan, each year they would see some pastimes. But Uddhava saw all the pastimes together, because one gopi in one side was running and going and embracing this tamal tree. because tamal tree is dark like Krishna. And one bull and few gopis had become bull, and they are running behind that gopi, and this gopi is thinking tamal vriksha Shri tree, Krishna, and she goes and embarrasses the tree. Then he saw another place. Some few hundred gopis have become Kalia snake, and many hoods of Kalia. And one gopi jumped on all those gopis, and she as Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kalia. Like this, all the pastimes of Krishna, these gopis were doing drama. When Uddhava saw this, he went back from here. He went back from this Brajbhumi and fell at Krishna's feet and told that, Krishna, I have only one desire left in my life. Please make me the dust and grass and creepers of Vrindavan Dham, so that these devotees of Vrindavan, these Brajvasis, if they walk, if the dust from their feet, if it fell my head, if that touches my head, I will get some Braj pray. See Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki. So now we are short of time because we have to take darshan of the places. I'll speak something at Tirgadam, some more pastimes. The Spavan Sarovar and Ter Kadamba, that I'll speak later at Tirgadam. Right? We'll stop here now. Yeah, so Ter Kadam shuts at 1 o'clock, and we have to go up now on Nandeshwar Parvat, take darshan of Nanda Bhavan, Krishna Balram, and there is deity of Nandeshwar, Lord Shiva, and we will दीपक प्रभु, हम पहले जाएंगे नरसिम्हा के मंदिर. We will take darshan of these deities of Lord Narasimhadev and Varahadev, and you have to be quick. And from there, Deepak Prabhu will be there up here. आप आइए यहाँ पर. Hare Krishna. आप यहाँ पर आ जाइए. Everyone, पावन सरोवर. Hare Krishna. So, आप यहाँ पर खड़े हो जाइए. Every one of you can see